Oh, hey, hello everybody. Lovely to see you all. Well, not see you all because we're on Facebook and so you can see us, but we can't see you. But you get the gist of it. Happy 2025, everyone. So I'm Dan and I'm delighted that for the first Cacao O'Clock 2025, I'm joined by Emma Louise Luna Light, I think is the full name you've got on Facebook. Hi, Emma.
I go by lots of things.
Really good, lovely to have you with us, Emma. So yeah, introduce yourself.
So I'm christened Emma, but I tend to go as Luna. I'm a yoga teacher and holistic therapist and a womb worker, and I'm really passionate about breathwork. So hence why we're here doing this together. And I love cacao. So what's not to like? I live in Dorset, and that's me.
Fabulous. And I think you went through, I don't know if it was the first Cacao Mastery, but
the second Cacao Mastery. During lockdown. Yeah.
Done it once or twice since then as well. So been part of the tribe for quite a while now, which is lovely. Another link that we've got is we've both got mad 10, well, not quite 10-month-old lurcher puppies from the same mum.
I'm blaming you for that.
Mine's safely in his crate going to sleep. Otherwise, he'd be all over the place.
Mine's supposed to be being babysitted by his dad.
Oh, great. So for everybody who's watching on Facebook and YouTube, feel free to post a comment and say hi. Let us know where you're from, maybe, where you're connecting and joining us from. And yeah, if anybody's got any questions or comments, put them in there and I'll do my best to keep on touch with top of them and respond as necessary. So we've got a hi from Debbie Pryor, a hi from Paula. I know where she is. She's downstairs, actually. She's my wife. Diane, yay, you made it, Diane. That's really good to hear.
Diane's away.
Yay, although she'll probably be asleep by the time in the end we finish. Julie over in Bristol. Hey, lovely to have you here with us, Julie. Paula Staff in Hampshire. Di saying Forest of Dean. We got quite a few joining in so far. So yeah, Jenny Rose from North London. Rise Holistic Therapies from Glasgow, Bonnie, Scotland. Debbie says she's in Surrey. Ambird in Norfolk. I'm going to butcher your name again. Mergin. I do apologize. I know you're from the Netherlands and I do struggle with names from the Netherlands. So yeah, good to have you with us, brother. Samantha Clark in Surrey. Great. Lovely to have people joining us. As I have said previously, the idea of these cacao clocks is just to connect, share cacao, have that lovely yumminess that is working with and sipping and drinking cacao, and that beautiful connection that cacao enables. So connecting with people like Emma and all you lovely people who are connecting from all around the country and all around Europe at the moment. So yeah, and it's partly just as well, just to give exposure and sort of help sort of spread the word about what some of the wonderful people who have been through my course have done. So Emma did the Cacao Mastery course back in 2020, round 2. So she's been working with cacao for a good number of years now. And it's just really lovely to be able to share space with other people. And also for me, it's actually nice to actually have other people do bits. And so I can sit there and enjoy rather than actually to lead things. And everyone who leads ceremonies or spaces will know exactly what I mean when I say that. Right. So before we dive in, let's open our space this evening. So just invite everyone just to take a little stretch and a wiggle wherever you've sat. Feel yourself into your body a little bit more. Some little adjustments to get comfortable. Stretching your neck and your shoulders. As you do, really start to feel the breath in your body. Really start to just have that awareness of your breath, not forcing it, not trying to make it do anything. There'll be plenty of time for that later when Emma's leading us. But for now, just have that awareness of the breath that's going in and out of your body, that awareness of the breath that's bringing all that life force and life energy into your body. And as you exhale, it's allowing it to release. As we do that, sinking into our body. So we're going to take 3 breaths, intentional breaths, and they're going to be breathing in for 3 and out for 6. And the first one is going to be breathing in to the earth for 1 and out. And into the waters and out. And into the sky and out. I invite you to draw your attention to the direction of the east, maybe just in your mind's eye. As we face the east, the place of new beginnings, the dawn of the day, it's springtime. This is the place that is the newness of life. In the east, this is the place of fire and of illumination, the place of spirit. Recognize the power in the east. When I look at the sun coming over the horizon, I feel in my body, I feel in my bones, you're really welcome into our circle. Travel around, we find ourselves in the south, the place of the noonday sun, the time of summer, the richness, the fullness of summer. In the south, this is the place of action, of service, of growth. It's the time of really making things happen in our lives. In the south, this is a place of water and the emotions, of fluidity of our emotions, allowing them to be, to pass through us, not holding them back, not resisting, simply giving them space, allowing them. Recognize the power in the south when I look at the noonday sun high in the sky. I feel in my body, I feel in my bones. I'm really welcome to our circle. We travel around, we find ourselves in the west, the place of the setting sun, the time of autumn. So the west is a place of really celebrating the harvest, celebrating the achievements of everything that we've sown in our lives. And so it's the place of letting go and releasing those things which are no longer needed, those things which no longer serve us, those things which have simply had their time. And the west is a place of earth and the body. It's the real visceral physicality of life. Recognize the power in the west as I look at the sun dipping beyond the horizon. I feel in my body, I feel in my bones, really welcome into our circle. Travel around, we find ourselves in the north, the place of the midnight sky, the time of winter, the cold, bleak depths of winter. So the north, this is the place of death and decay. Through that death and decay, it's the place of pausing, giving space, waiting for renewal and regeneration, allowing those new ideas to form and to take shape. So the north is a place of mind and air, the way ideas and thoughts drop out of thin air. I recognize the power in the north when I look at the midnight sky with the moon and the stars shining down. I feel in my body, I feel in my bones, really welcome into our circle. Hey. We turn our attention to the above. Place of father sky, that sacred masculine essence, that divine masculine presence, that life-bringing expansive energy, the way the rain and the sun come from above, bringing life to the earth. So too, we all have that masculine essence, divine masculine, that flows down through from above into our bodies, really welcome into our circle, into our lives. Yeah. As we reach down to the below, the place of Mother Earth, the sacred feminine, the divine feminine essence, the place of nurture and support, the place of giving selflessly. And so too, we all have that nurturing feminine essence that flows from the earth up through into our body, really welcome into our bodies, into our circle, into our lives. Yeah. Come to the place of within. Place the point within where all the directions they meet and they merge and they mingle. Explode into the glorious life that is you, the sacred human. From that place of balance, of harmony, of integration within. Step you forth into the world. Really welcome that golden human within. We send a prayer to the ancestors, those who've gone before, those men and women on whose shoulders we stand, those men and women who've created the world around us. But not just our blood family, all the human family, they're all our ancestors. And through their journeys of life, through the pain and the joy, the suffering, the exaltation, the mundaneness of everyday life, the magic of those unknown, unspeakable moments has led to this point here and now with you at the front of your line. When we come together, we have the opportunity to heal the wounds of the past so we can rewrite the story of the future as we live ever more presently in the here and the now. And we ask for the ancestors to be here to hold us, to witness us, to guide us on that journey. We send that prayer to the distant future, to the ancestors yet to be, those men and women, generations and generations and generations down the line who haven't been dreamt into existence. We ask them for their wisdom and their guidance so that our deeds and our actions are done in the greatest service of all creation. I can have a sleep now. So if you've got your cacao, to take hold and really begin to open yourself up to this beautiful medicine. Before diving in, smell the aroma, feel the warmth. Really open yourself up to this beautiful, beautiful heart medicine. We send a prayer to the winds of the four directions. We ask that they blow keenly and smoothly through our lives. We ask for the grace and humility to remember to let go. Let go and be taken wherever they may take us so that we can truly live in the magic and the mystery of life. We'll take that first drink together. Send a prayer to Father Sky and Mother Earth. As we two-legged, we sit between them. We ask for the grace and humility to remember our divine connection to all of creation. Take that next drink together. We send a prayer of gratitude to Mama Cacao. All she offers us. And we ask for the grace and humility to remember perhaps her greatest teaching, to be heart-centered beings. And so to extend that gratitude to the men and women who have tended the trees and harvested the beans and been part of shipping the crop across the world. And so to extend that gratitude to the wisdom keepers who kept a deeper knowledge of cacao alive, who shared that through their teachings and their offerings. take our next drink together. Yum. So carry on drinking your cacao as you feel drawn to. You may have finished it, I don't know. And yeah, before we hand over to Emma, it was just one thing that really sort of struck me as I was connecting with the cacao then. It's actually been a little while since I had a ceremony. I did cacao o'clock in December, and then I think it was way back in, I think it was the beginning of December is the last time I really sort of sat properly with cacao. In part because my teepee got knocked down in a storm, so my space for doing ceremonies isn't available. Yeah, just really conscious of the fact that this is, really is the first ceremony of the new year for me. So yeah, feeling a lot of gratitude for that. A lot of gratitude for the fact that she's still here. She's sat in this cup with me. She's helps me to enjoy life. Brings a big smile to my face. So I believe, Emma, that you're going to be leading us on a little bit of breath work. So do you want us to do a little bit of introduction before going straight into it?
Yeah. So we breathe naturally. We don't have to think about it, which is probably quite handy because we all live really busy lives. But because we're unconsciously breathing, we don't realize how much of our breath we give away, how many extra expirations those lungs take. When we're born, we're given this blank check of how many times our heart's going to beat and how many times our lungs are going to open and close. And none of us know what that magical number is. So if you've got a really stressful job in your 20s, probably by the time you get to your 50s and 60s, those heartbeats are feeling a little bit less and the lung openings are a little bit less. If we brought tyres for our car and the mechanic says, yeah, they're good for 10,000 miles and you get 3,000 done, you're probably not going to be too chuffed. So you're going to go back and complain. But we can't do that with our heart. We can't do that with our lungs. So thinking and putting intention into our breathing practice is just such a phenomenal way to connect to ourselves. And as much as I love it, I still forget, when you're stressed, your heart's up here, you're up here and you're breathing like a little rabbit and you're in your nose and it's really, really fast. Whereas you should be in your belly like an elephant. If you look at a rabbit, it lives a very short life. You look at an elephant, it has this big set of lungs, this big, everything's very slow and the lifespan's a little bit longer. So it gives us something to think about. And I came to yoga to breathe because I had lung cancer. And I wasn't a classic candidate for it. I just am a bit of a greedy person who collects things, really. Kidney infections this week. But it really taught me about breathing. And I realized the connection in my breath helps in so many different ways. So if you're stressed, if you're angry, if you're in pain, you're at the dentist, they say, take a deep breath. They say it for a reason, because on that exhale, your whole body is relaxing. If you're tense and you're not exhaling, you're like this. And when they put that needle in, it really, really hurts. So if you're nice and relaxed on that out breath, the body's going, stand down, it's okay. We don't need the soldiers in there. We're not at attention. Whereas when you're always really, really rigid, your whole body's like, oh gosh, what are we waiting for? And we're in that constant fight or flight. So breathing gets us in the rest and digest. Our body gets relaxed, our heart gets relaxed, our lungs still work, but just in a really beautiful, nourishing. So also 80% of our germs live in our nasal tract and our respiratory tract. So this bit of breath work that I'm going to do with you is something that would be great every morning. If you also really wanted to, you could do the nasal douches as well. But if we can fix off the respiratory tract and send all of that stuff out before it gets taken down to our bodies, then obviously we're not going to try and get any more illnesses. It's the time of year now with coughs and colds, and everybody's got something and there's a tissue and there's a chesty something going on. So if we can just kind of keep that clear, and also from our breath, we can really tell how we are. So one of the first things I'm going to ask you to do, and we can do this now, I'm going to ask you to just put a finger under your nose down, and you may be able to tell which is your strongest nostril. You might not. You might have to physically close one and then the other. If you're able to do that and to feel which is the stronger one. So for me, I'm just doing I'm actually slightly stronger on my right side. So the right side of our body is our masculine, is sun energy, masculine energy, strong, virile energy. And on the left side, it's the slow, gentle, feminine energy. Sorry, this is Pinkler. I don't get the names mixed up. So it's the feminine side. It's a slightly cooler. So on average, twice a day, we're naturally balanced. And it could be that you're off to a cacao ceremony, you're off to a yoga class, you're off to a massage, and your body goes, this is going to be great. So you're just in natural flow breathing. It could be down to, for dinner, you had a great big crusty baguette and it tasted amazing, but actually gluten's not great for you and you feel really sluggish in the afternoon. It's the lazy left side breath in there. So it's a really good way to check in how you are. Are you awake on the right side? Are you feeling a little bit more relaxed? So we aim for right side breathing in the morning, left side breathing in the evening, and the balance is just being nice and relaxed in there. And there's lots of quite nostril breaths that I'll be doing because again it clears everything out there. I should be pulling some strange faces. I apologize. I can't breathe with a really nice face, so I'm not really glaring at you because I can't see you. But this is a practice to start with, so it's a part of a tantric kriya. So now you know if you're breathing from your left or your right nostril, and then you also know if you're balanced. So what I'd then ask you to do is just to place your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your abdomen, and just maybe have a little sway on your hips and notice how tall your spine is. So for breath work, we need a nice straight spine, not kind of like curved and leaning into the chair. So in whatever comfortable, snuggly position you are, make your spine as tall as you can. And just take a few moments to drop into your space. Feel that magical cacao running round, entering our digestive tract and starting to work its magical love into the body. And just think about all of the elements that we breathe in. In the air, it contains moisture, it contains water. We have the fire energy and we have earth energy inside us. So each time we breathe, we're feeding ourselves. But not only are we feeding ourselves, we're cleansing ourselves. Breath is cleansing, it takes away as well as bringing in. So when we breathe, we're taking beautiful, clean air, just cleansing the whole body. And when we're exhaling, we're just releasing anything old, anything stagnant, anything that doesn't concern us anymore, doesn't need to be with us. So your breath is a natural cleansing. And as you're sitting there just tuning into your body, have your shoulders a little shake and kind of roll them backwards. Rolling the shoulders backwards and kind of bringing the arms downwards will open up that chest space, giving us a little bit more diaphragm space. If we're kind of like this, it's going to be really hard to breathe. So just rolling and opening. So in the mornings, we get out of bed, have a little roll, really move yourself in there a little bit. Make this respiratory upper body area kind of really feel open. Make your stance feel open. Make you feel like you're connecting in with yourself. And just hand on heart and abdomen, we begin to feel. We can feel our heart. Is it racing? Is it relaxed? And when the hand's on the abdomen, we can feel how we're breathing. Is it big, relaxed breaths, or are we really, really fast with our breath? And just tuning in to how you're feeling, noticing, are there any pains? Is there anything uncomfortable? Is there any stiffness? And if there is, send the breath to that area. Imagine sending a beautiful, new, fresh air, new prana, just to that space that hurts. So imagine on this next in-breath, you're taking the breath that you're breathing in to any part of your body that holds pain, that holds suffering. It can be physical. And on the out-breath, just visualize that part of the body exhaling and releasing anything old that no longer needs to be there. And if you find this hard and you ever find yourself struggling with breath, the easiest way to calm yourself is to count your breath. So if you breathe in for 4, make an exhale for 2 more. So 6 on the exhale, always extending your exhale. And when you begin to really connect in with your breath, you arrive home. This is the only place we have to live, this beautiful body that we're given. And some of us are wonkier than others, and some of us carry more pain than others. Some of us are really lucky and have amazing bodies that don't carry pain or suffering, but maybe carry tension. Maybe the jobs we do in the shoulders and the arms get stiff and the back gets stiff. So just when you breathe, just think about being tall and open. So we've checked into the left and the right, and we know where we're coming from. So the next one is we want to clear the diaphragm. We want to, this little bit here, you know, if you eat a lot of dairy, you can get sinusy kind of things. At the minute I'm on antibiotics, so that's giving me lots of sinus. So this is why I said the tissue is good. This one is a little bit like chopping wood. So you're going to bring your hands to your heart center, and you're going to interlace the fingers with the index finger pointing up, and then the thumbs are going to cross over top. And you kind of use this trigger finger. As you inhale, your hands are going to come above your head. And as you exhale, you're going to pull down and exhale. So I'll demonstrate. So you're going to be inhaling up. And as you pull down, you'll feel that the gravity squeezing the lungs and the chest. And as you saw, I needed the tissue straight away. It really clears anything that's in there in that nasal tract. So tissue at hand. And it's a little bit active. So we're going to do 3 sets of 10. Now, if I stop first, don't worry, you carry on till you've done your 10. So we'll do in through the nose, out through the nose 10 times. We'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we'll repeat it. And then we'll do the same with the breath. And then we'll repeat it. So 3 sets of 10. If at any time you ever feel dizzy on any of these, just stop what you're doing and breathe normally, connect into your heart space, connect into your abdomen. It just means that suddenly you're taking on so much oxygen, your head's gone, whoo, that's nice. And it gets a little bit in there, which is why breathing really well before meditation enhances your meditation experience. So hands at our heart space, interlacing the fingers, index finger pointing up, thumbs crossing over. Take a really nice deep breath in. Big long exhale. All breaths through the nose from this next one. Inhaling to start. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Slow, steady exhale from the mouth. All breaths through the nose again, inhaling to start. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow, steady exhale from the mouth. All breaths from the nose. Final set. Deep breath in. Slow, steady exhale. And if you need to have a little bit of nose blowing now's a really good time. And if you check in again now with your nostrils from the seeing of the left and right, you might be amazed that it actually has changed just through clearing there. And I automatically feel really clear all along the nose and in the sinuses once I've done that exercise. So now my breath is really strong. I don't know, you can possibly hear because the mic actually is just here. So I feel much stronger in my breath, like it's really quite potent in there now. I feel like I've got that kind of energy in there. So that's energized me. It's cleared anything away that was lurking, that wanted to come out there. So now I just want to really tune into my breath and we'll tune into my body. So I like to use mudras because mudras are useful ways of using your hands. So if we go into Gyan Mudra, your index finger and middle finger, they just knit together. But when they're touching this bit here, it's touching meridians that are helping cleanse the body. So we're doing some cleansing of the body just while having a hand in something. And then I'll just lay that on the back of my lap. You can't see because I'm on the screen. So my left hand just sits in Gyan Mudra on the left there. The right hand is going to come in useful now. So I'm going to have index finger and middle finger, and they're just going to rest on the forehead. And then we can use our thumb to close our right nostril and our ring and finger to close our left. So it's kind of like a 3-way control. If you find that all a bit too handy, you can always do thumb and index finger that way. So have a little play. It's just so we've got like a little control of where the breath is coming in or out. So this is called alulomulom. And we're going to just really connect into ourself with this. And we are going to retain the breath. So it's a 1-4-2. So whatever we breathe in for, so say if we breathe in for 4, we're then going to put our chin on our chest and we're going to retain our breath, so nothing will happen. And that's 4 times the first count. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So we're going to hold for 16. And then when we lift up, we're going to exhale for twice the amount of time. So that's 8-second exhale. 16-second feels like a long while, but the longest part will be your 8-second exhale. And you can change this to work for you. It's always 1-4-2. So it might be that you get better with breath work and you can hold for longer and exhale for longer. It might be that you have to shorten that to make it fit for you. But 1-4-2 is an average that most people can deal with. So sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders back. Take a really nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just sigh away through the mouth. On the next inhale, we're going to take those 2 fingers up and rest them on the forehead. And we're going to close off the right nostril and take a sharp exhale from your left nostril. And then we're going to inhale for 4 on the left nostril. Inhaling. And then we're going to place our chin on our chest and we're just retaining the breath here. Just holding in there for that 16 counts. And then as we lift the head, then we're going to exhale for 8 on the left nostril. Then we're going to close the left nostril and we're going to inhale on the right. Chin to chest, hold your breath. Lift the head, exhale from your right nostril. Close off your right nostril, inhale on your left. Chin to chest, hold your breath. Lift your head, exhale on the left nostril. Close off your left nostril, inhale on your right. Chin to chest, retaining the breath. Lift the head, exhale on the right. Right hand comes down and lifts into Gaya Mudra, just rests on the lap. And just take a few nice deep breaths and just tune into how your body feels now. So we kind of accelerated a little bit to start to clear the sinuses. And then this Alulomulom, it brings the breath back into you. You begin to connect in with your breath. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxed. You might even get the feeling and sensation of more space around the third eye and the sinus area as well. So it's just really bringing us in and focusing on the breath. Did you find it difficult at that point to hold your breath? Did you find it difficult? Did the monkey mind come in? Did you get a little chatter in there? So sometimes we find it hard to hold. And when we're holding the breath, the body's not doing anything. We have these little Bardo states where it just rests. It does nothing. And in a moment, we'll do another one where we concentrate on the nothingness because the body's then reusing everything in there. And when we breathe, we often give too much breath away. So a lot of breathing can be through the nostrils rather than the mouth because you're giving less away with those small holes rather than the big holes that we have. There is a yogic story of, we have 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to speak. So we should speak less, listen more. And when it comes to breathing, use the smaller bit for breathing, keeping that beautiful oxygen inside us, not giving too much away. With one big, we're really giving all of that energy away. Whereas one, you can imagine it's kind of filtered. There's a little less coming in there. So that's quieting the body down a little bit after we did the sort of slightly faster bit. But I want to speed us up again. So we can, as I was saying about the heart beating, we can do cardiac exercise. Oh, I don't know why that's just done that. There we go. Sorry, my computer did something, threw me out there, but I thought I panicked. We can do cardiac exercise. We can actually get our heart pumping through sitting still, doing breath work. So there are two types of breath work that does this quite effectively. And fire breath is one of them that most people probably were familiar with. But there's also one called Bastrika breath. And we use the body like a bellow. So, you know, the old fashioned bellows that used to pump to get the fire going. We're going to make our body like a bellow. So we're sitting up nice and tall. And what we'll be doing is, as we inhale, we're going to lift our shoulders up. And as we exhale, we're dropping down. So this is where my face gets all funny, so ignore me. So we'll take a really nice deep breath in. I'm just going to show you how to do it. It's going to be a... And you can see I'm really bringing the shoulders and the body up, and you're just letting everything go. And when you let that everything go, it's squeezing out everything, the last traces of things that we don't need in there, but it's beginning to get the heart to pump a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Now, when you've been doing this particular practice, my Monday night people who we do it every Monday. We started off, we used to do 3 sets of 10, like I did a moment ago with the other one. Then we go for 30 seconds and then we work for a minute at it. So the longer you do these things, it's kind of like your body gets memory, does muscle memory. In muscles, it's the same with breathing. You will be able to sustain that breathing a lot longer. So I'm not going to be that mean. I'm going to do 3 sets of 10. But if you find that 3 sets of 10 is too much, that's fine. Just stop. Stop at where you feel you need to take an extra breath in there. So again, all breaths are going to be through the nose with this one. So your hands, you can put them in Gaya Mudra if you want to. So you're using something useful with the hands again, because it works on the hypothalamus, the thyroid, and the adrenals when you're pushing these little points. So just rest them on your lap. Sit tall, take a deep breath in. Roll your shoulders back so that chest space, that beautiful chest is open and you've got all that lung space to take in. And then we're going to do 3 sets of 10, yogic breath in between. So that yogic breath is a nice big long one in through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Again, stop and start as you need. And I'll try not to look too constipated in the face on this one. So sit up nice and tall, deep breath in, big long exhale. All breaths are through the nose now, shoulders up towards the ears. So inhaling. Deep breath in. Big exhale. One more time, inhaling. Big exhale. All breaths through the nose, inhaling to start. Nice deep breath in. Big exhale. All breaths through the nose, inhaling to start. Nice deep breath in, big exhale, and this time place the chin on the chest, squeeze your belly button in toward the pelvis, squeeze your bottom tight and just hold like this for as long as you comfortably can. This is one of the great locks, so all of the air will be used in the upper hara and the lower hara, so you're just holding, and when you feel ready then you can release and come out. And the reason for this is it helps meditation space. It's going to help us with that connection to the beautiful cacao that's running around us, because it's making the energy buzz around us. And those little locks are just holding on to the energy in the body. So the chin to chest is called Jala Bandha lock. So it's kind of locking. If you're here like this, you can't breathe very naturally because you're holding on. And then if you're squeezing that belly button back towards the pelvis, that's holding the lock in the upper space of the hara. And then if you're squeezing your bottom, if you're sitting cross-legged in lotus position, that's why people sit like that to meditate. That energy center is locked. But if you're not, if you just squeeze and bring in awareness, you know that you're holding that space at the bottom in there. I forgot to mention that at the beginning, sorry. So we'll be doing that lock as well after fire breath. So as long as you're not feeling too dizzy, you should feel quite energized from that. Your heart should have got a little bit faster. So it's warming us up. It's getting everything pumping around the body. The cacao is pumping around. Mama Cacao having a little dance in there. So the next one, we're going to energize again, and then I'm going to bring you dropping back down into yourselves. And when we're energizing and heating up, also heating the respiratory tract, setting off, again, anything old that isn't needed. So fire breath, it's kind of, you can use your hands manually. So you can put your hands on your belly button and sort of stack them on top of each other. And each time you exhale, you're going to push back. Because if you imagine it's like a balloon, you're pushing all of the air out of the balloon, and then you're inhaling in, pushing in and out. So as you squeeze out, it's going to push all of the air out. And again, it's all through the nostrils. So you can't see me full body length here as I'm sat at the desk. So it's going to be the same, 3 sets of 10. So I'm going to give a little demonstration again. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And then as I exhale, squeeze back in. So it's going to be a... And that the inhale back in is only very, very short. It's kind of very rabbity. It's very, very nostrily through there, like the rabbits breathe through the nose. So you're just thinking about, you can manually push, as I said, if you wanted. Some people sing Nelly the Elephant because they say it keeps a rhythm in their head, but I can't sing and breathe. That's too much multitasking. But the idea is we're just pushing everything up and out, up and out. So we're going to do 3 sets of 10 again. And I'll try to keep to 10 because I noticed I went to 12 and 15 once before. So well done if you kept up. Take a nice deep breath in. Big long exhale. All breaths are coming through the nose now. Inhaling to start. Deep breath in. Big exhale. I lost count again. Inhaling to start. Deep breath in. Big exhale. All breaths through the nose. Inhaling to start. Deep breath in. Slow, steady exhale. Jala Bandha lock, chin to chest. Uddiyana Bandha lock, squeeze the belly button back towards the pelvis, and then squeeze that bottom in tight and just hold here for as long as you comfortably can. Just retaining all that beautiful energy, allowing the body to have those locks, the upper hara, the lower hara, just being really focused on here. And then when you're ready to release, just release. Maybe roll the shoulders back, maybe have a little bit of a jiggle, moving the body, maybe a little circle in the pelvis one way and then the other, because the body is really nicely warmed now. So that's my favourite version of cardio, those 2 breath works. I don't have to run anywhere or go to the gym if I do lots of breathing. So we've spared the breath up, we've got the warmth going, we've got the heart pumping, but now we want to focus back on just slowing down, connecting back in with ourselves again. So I'm going to take you through something called triangle breath. And triangle breath is very, very simple. It's 3 points of a triangle. And at the 3 points of a triangle, we pause. We don't breathe in, we don't breathe out, we just pause. So one side of the triangle, we inhale and we'll pause. And then we'll exhale down the triangle and we'll pause before inhaling across the bottom of the triangle and pause. And those pauses are what I was calling earlier the bardo states, the little death states. They're the point in our body when we have the little death. The body isn't thinking about anything. It just has that moment. It doesn't have to breathe. It doesn't have to do anything. It's in just a pure, absolute relaxed state. So then we're thinking about the inhale and then nothing. And then the exhale and then nothing. And in the day, we often don't get those moments of nothing. So it's just nice to really focus on them. Your body does it automatically. Your body's amazing. It's really lucky that it does do it automatically, how busy our lives are. So we're just going to do 3 rounds of triangle breath, just to slow everything down from the cardio movements there. So we're going to start in the bottom corner. So take a really nice deep breath in. And just slowly exhale. And then we're pausing the breath here. And then we're going to prepare to inhale. Pausing the breath here as we prepare to exhale. Pausing the breath here as we prepare to inhale. Pausing the breath here as we prepare to exhale. pausing the breath here as we prepare to inhale. Pausing the breath here as we prepare to exhale. Breathing along and pausing, preparing to inhale. Pausing the breath, preparing to exhale. Final pause, and then inhale. And I've just got one more little technique I want to take you through before I hand you back to Dan, and that's to really connect in with ourselves. So often the outside world is really busy, there's lots going on, and we can't really just hear and feel ourselves. So one of the practices, it's called B sound or Brahmi breathing. And the idea is we're shutting out all of the external world and we're just feeling our own vibrations. So I could poetically tell you that if we were all together, it would sound like a room of beautiful buzzing bees. In a real yoga class, it generally sounds like a room full of strummers because we all go at different sort of noises. But the idea is we're humming and we're pushing the vibrations of the hum up into our third eye, up to our pineal gland area. And it drips this nectar back down into our body. It's a circular movement. And the yogis that go off into the hills and don't eat for days, this is what sustains them. They say it's the nectar that drips back down and feeds and nourishes them. So to cut the world out, we're going to place our hands over our eyes to make it dark. And then to make it even quieter, we're going to fold in the flaps. I can't because the earphones are in, but the little tragus flap there, you're going to either fold your tragus flap in or put your thumb in your ear. And that's going to allow you to only hear your own vibrations. Obviously, because we're all in our own company, that's fine. But we're going to hum, and I'm only going to do it three hums. It's just going to be a and just do wherever you feel, what feels natural to you. And then as you start to hum, try and play with it to get a feel, push the vibration up that little bit higher until you can feel it up here in the pineal gland. A little bit higher vibration will take it in there. You'll feel when it is in there. So we're just going to do 3. And don't worry if I go on for ages, because I do this quite a bit. If you do your 3 and they're quite short hums, that's fine. And if you go way past me, that's amazing too. So just do whatever feels good for you. So with a nice deep breath in, slow, steady exhale through the mouth. And then we're going to inhale our hands up to cover the eyes, thumbs into the ears, and we're going to start in our own time. Inhaling. Take your left hand to your heart space, your right hand to your abdomen, and just hold, just bring yourself in. You are home. And just notice how your heart space feels. Notice how your head feels. Notice how your abdomen feels. Notice how the whole of your being feels. And just think of an intention to set. What would you like to intend to set with this beautiful breath work and the beautiful magical Mama Cacao that you've been drinking? What intention would you like to bring to this practice? It could be something for you, maybe self-care. It could be something for this year as we're sitting here on a full moon, the beginning of the year. And just really honor yourself in that moment. Really feel your heartbeat in your chest. And just thank that internal drum that keeps beating. Give it so much gratitude. Send your love to your heart space. And then think about those lungs that work tirelessly, making that belly rise and fall. And send gratitude to your lungs. And that is just a little snippet of some breath work that I offer to connect in. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit more connected into yourself. You've done some cardiac while sitting down at home, which is always good. And over to you, Dan. Oh, you're on mute still, Dan.
At least someone noticed. Thank you, Emma. That was beautiful. Yeah, really, really beautiful, really powerful. Yeah, very good, very good. So yeah, if anybody's got any comments or anything they want to share about their experience, do pop it in the comments. We had something from Debbie fairly early on. I felt something move from my left nostril over to my right.
So the energy changing. Wonderful.
Yeah, excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
Going from a gentle, relaxed to an active.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got someone else to bring on the screen as well. So the right button to click. That should. Hey, Sam.
Hi, Dan and Emma.
Hi.
Hi.
So do you want to just brief intro of who you are, Sam?
Oh, hi, I'm Sam. I've gone through Cacao Mastery a couple of times with Dan. I met Emma on one of them. I'm an energy healer and Cacao ceremony facilitator as well. So, that's me.
I know that second one is quite a big one for you because you were resistant to actually offering cacao, weren't you?
It's taken me quite a while actually from going through mastery. I think I've had quite a journey of my own to go through to get in the stage, because I think it's been over a year since I first completed mastery, and I'm actually launching this month hosting my own regular in-person sessions. So thank you, Dan. And thank you for all your support along the way. It's quite a heart-opening journey, I think, to start going through and to build up your own confidence and your own inner knowledge to get there.
Oh, that's super. That's so good to hear, Sam. So what was your experience with the breath work then?
Emma, that was amazing. I don't actually have much experience with breath work, so I found your session really informative as well.
I try to, it's hard to teach it quickly at the same time, but I'm like, but I can give you a taste of it without like lecturing you for hours on it.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Oh,
thank you. And it took me on a journey personally with the how relaxed you got me feeling, and then how lightheaded I felt at some points. Yep, I'm not gonna lie, I felt a bit high, and I felt a lot of space clearing around my third eye area, which is really good. And actually, my heart area was I knew I needed to connect with Mama Cacao, and the breath work really helped with opening it up. So that's not something I've experienced, the cacao and breath work together. So
it's really powerful. And I mean, like when I spoke to Sal, I said, how long do you want me to do this for? Because actually we could go for an hour on breath work, and then we could have a meditation. And, you know, this could go on for quite a while, because you could have the beautiful intro and down with and then the breath work, then a meditation. It works so well together. And I think it just helps around the cacao around our bodies, doesn't it? So
it was amazing feeling it all the way through my body and my breath. I felt that quite an immersive full body experience. So that was really wonderful, actually. Thank you.
It's lovely to hear.
That's great. I've had you'll like this comment. The headache has gone.
Yay! That's brilliant.
That's great to hear, Colette. Yeah,
we like that. Occasionally, the B sound, if you ever do suffer from headaches, the B sound's a really good way to clear shit, basically. There's no other word about it. But basically, if you're having a crappy day, if you've had bad news, that B sound, and you can do it for as many times as you want, or you can do multiples of 3s, because 3 is a magic tantric number. So do it by multiples of 3s. If you've had grief, you will probably cry. It'll bring the grief up in there. If you're angry, it will probably accelerate and you'll get really hot and clear it quicker. So that one is a really great way. And if you notice people with a lot of people who are on the spectrum with autism and things, they'll often rock and they make a noise. It's that internal process that's that holding in there. So they're blocking out external things going on in there. So there is a real, often people feel, I feel a bit silly, but I'm like, well, you get out of it what you put in. But it is a powerful one.
Here's an interesting one. I couldn't do the hum without coughing.
So maybe there's something in your throat chakra, Paula, that needs a little bit of work then. That sounds interesting. So maybe there's just a little bit of throat chakra and third eye connection that goes in there. So maybe there's just a little bit of spring cleaning needed in there.
Excellent. And Debbie says, hi, Sam. Sounds interesting. So there we go. Connect with each other in the comments. Oh, great. Paula says, cool. Excellent. Yeah, and one of the things that I experienced this time with the breath work, definitely, because of the challenge that I navigate when it comes to asthma. I'm trying to. I always try to choose my words without trying to own it. But while I'm navigating the challenge of asthma in my life, I often find breath work can be an extra layer of a challenge to me. But one of the things, I didn't find it too difficult tonight, but it really got me sort of contemplating my lungs in a way that I haven't done for quite a while. So really sort of connecting with them. Particularly that bit where you were saying sort of about sending gratitude to our lungs and for the air that we breathe. So I really did sort of sink into that really deeply. So yeah, really useful.
With breathwork and asthma, the more you extend things in a slow process, it's like going to the gym. It will build that in there, but it's just hard because when you don't breathe, it's worrying, isn't it? So that's why I started yoga, because with the lung cancer, I was like, I need to learn to breathe. I've got something in my lung that's taking up this space. But it's the sort of stamina in there. I think because we don't see these muscles, the heart and the lungs and things in there and these organs, we forget that we can build that into them.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Another couple of comments. Never heard about the B sound before, but felt so good afterwards.
Amazing. It's
so simple as well.
It's called Brahmari breathing, is a Sanskrit name for it. So B sound is kind of just an easier thing to remember, but it's a beautiful technique. Really good if you've got sinuses infected or a cold and things as well, just to try and clear through.
Great.
Which again could be Paula. Maybe if I don't know if Paula's had a cough or if she's got something, if there's something lurking, maybe that might be in the cough too as well, because it's sinusy connection.
And then Colette again, thank you. Yes, all of those things have happened, plus major overwhelm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, but you'll thank me at some point.
Oh, brilliant. So thank you, Emma. Really beautiful. Really love that. And lovely to see you again, Sam. Thanks for joining us on screen. And when's your first ceremony again, was it?
The 25th of January.
Good. Make sure you post it in the Cacao Mastery group.
Yes, I will do.
Yeah, we'll give you some support for that one, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Well,
enjoy.
Right.
Thanks, Emma.
So, just seen another great one. A sonic massage for the whole body. How about that?
Yes, nice. I like that.
Remember that for your website.
I'm taking that one. Yes.
Great. So before we go, let's we'll close our space. So invite everyone to take a moment, feel into your body, the looseness that's in there. Hopefully any stiffness has gone. Feeling that ease of movement of your breath, hopefully. And really Imagine that we're all around a beautiful fire. We're able to hold hands as we circle up around the fire, feeling the warmth on our skin, warmth on our face, the gentle smell of the burning firewood, maybe the sounds of owls on the full moon. And from this place of connection, we tune into that place and that energy of gratitude, of compassion. It emanates from our hearts, flows through our body, extends beyond our body and connects with everyone else in this circle. The energy of connection, of compassion, of gratitude, flowing through our body, flowing around our circle, extending beyond our circle, touching all the humans in our homes, the villages, towns, cities where we're living, extending further, touching the hearts of all the humans on this beautiful planet that we share, connecting us through the hearts as one human family, because we truly are one family. Extending further still, connecting to the more than human realm. The animals, the birds, the bees, the creepy crawlies, the flying ones, the winged ones, the swimmers, the four-leggeds, the many-leggeds, the standing tree nation, all the plants, the rocks, the jewels, the gems, the waters that flow in the depths of the earth and high in the sky. To the core of the earth herself and to the farthest reaches of the cosmos, connected from our heart to the heart of all of life. We send a prayer of gratitude to Father Sky and Mother Earth for life itself. Thank you. Thank you. We send a prayer of gratitude to the winds of the four directions for guiding us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude to the ancestors and the ancestors yet to be for willing us to be the greatest versions of ourselves. And to Mama Cacao, for all she offers, and for reminding us to be heart-centered beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the beings seen and unseen, with huge gratitude in our hearts. We say farewell for now, and we'll release the energy by swinging our arms 3 times, and on the 3rd time we'll release that energy up with a whoosh. So 1, 2, whoosh! Oh, beautiful. Thank you, everybody. There will be another Cacao o'clock in February. The details will be coming out soon. And my 40-day Cacao Mastery, the 12th cycle begins next month. There's some spaces left, so keep your eyes out for that. And yeah, go well, enjoy. I've forgotten what day is it?
Sunday,
okay. Oh, so we've got the week to come. I was thinking, oh, enjoy your weekend. No, we've just had the weekend. Enjoy your week ahead. Bless you all. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.